Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that might make you think twice about what's in your dog's bowl. We're talking about soya, also known as soy in dog food. If you're feeding your dog a diet that includes soya, especially if you've been doing it for environmental reasons, you're going to want to stick around. There's a lot more to this ingredient than meets the eye. Soya has become a popular ingredient in many dog foods, particularly vegan and vegetarian options. It's often marketed as a healthy, plant-based alternative to meat, but the reality is far more complicated. Let's start by asking, why has soya become so popular? It's cheap, it's a complete protein, and it's often praised for being environmentally friendly. But is it really as good as it sounds? Before we dive into the details, let's break down why soya might not be the miracle ingredient it's made out to be. First up, there's the environmental impact. You might think that by choosing a plant-based ingredient like soya, you're doing the planet a favour. But here's the catch. Soya is one of the most heavily sprayed crops in the world. Unless it's organic, it's loaded with pesticides. These chemicals just don't wash away. They build up over time, leading to toxicity in both us and our pets. And this isn't just speculation, it's a fact that even livestock fed on soya end up with toxic buildup, which then gets passed on when we consume or when dogs consume animal products. But it doesn't just stop there. Soya is one of the most processed ingredients in dog food. The processing strips away much of the natural goodness, leaving behind a product that's far cry away from the whole food it once was. This heavy processing is one of the reasons why dogs are so intolerant to it. Soya has become one of the top allergens for dogs. Now, I want to share a personal story with you about Fleet. Like many of you, we wanted to do what's best for her, and then we heard about a soya-based diet could be a healthier, more ethical option. Plus, it was actually cheaper than some of the other options out there, so we actually gave it a try. At first, everything seemed fine, but it wasn't long before we noticed a change in Fleet. Fleet started having tummy troubles. At first, it was just a bit of discomfort, but then it got worse. She couldn't digest her food properly, and soon we started noticing blood in her stool. It was heartbreaking, seeing your dog in pain, knowing that something you thought was good for them is actually hurting them. It was an awful feeling. After switching her to a soy-free diet and adding more fresh fruits and veggies into her diet, the change was almost immediate. Her digestion improved, her energy levels went up, and she was back to her normal happy self. It made me realise just how careful we need to be with what we feed our pets. Even if we're feeding vegan and we think we're doing the best for them if they're intolerant to animal proteins, we still need to have a look at the ingredients. It's not just about what's being marketed as healthy or eco-friendly, it's what's genuinely good for your pets. So what can you do if you want to avoid soya in the first place? Well, always check the ingredients list. Soya can sometimes be listed as soy protein, soy flour, or even textured vegetable protein, or TVP. If you're concerned about the environmental impact or your dog's health, there are plenty of soya-free options available even in dog food, and we'll post a link to them in the description. At the end of the day, feeding your dog is about making informed choices. It's easy to be swayed by marketing, but looking deeper, we can find what truly works for our pets. So next time you're picking up dog food, take a moment to read the label, do a bit of research, and make the choice that's best for your furry friend.